Every step that you take could be a final one. In the burning deep, lying on the edge of destruction. In the desert sun, every step that you take could be a final one. In the burning deep, lying on the edge of destruction.
Hello, Miss Cousins. It's Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk, and I'm about to run dozens. MGTOW's the name, not MGTOW, not MGTOW, or do I have to mansplain? I hear you've been talking shit about these fine young men.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
I'd like to introduce you to my man, Buffalo Bill. He makes a living out of skinning war pigs, and I think he wants to skin you. You know, my dear, you're not exactly his type. You're a little too full of yourself, but I don't believe the hype. You and Bill could turn out to be real close friends in the end. If I'm not mistaken, he likes to wear his girlfriend's skins. I must admit that the man is a little bit dark. But making your ass into a woman's suit ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Now I know what you're thinking, bitch. You said you wanted a protector. But you fucked around and got the wrong car, and you ended up with Dr. Lecter. Well now, shit has gone from bad to worse. If you don't end up with a lucky break soon, you're gonna be riding in a hearse. Hold on, ma'am. I think I can solve your problem. We just need to find you a real man. Oh shit, we ain't got none. All those men have done gone away. They're headed to MGTOW, and I'm afraid they're there to stay. We don't need your permission to exist, so quit running your mouth, you silly bitch. Daisy, 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 a filthy tradcon feminist. Sucking high-profile dick and getting shots for super syphilis. You had the opportunity to keep MGTOW out of your mouth. But you chose unwisely, and the boys and I had to turn you out. Now, we ain't trying to have a fight between the hers and the hims, but let this shit serve as a warning when you drop the acronym. So fuck you motherfuckers, because we know that you're corrupt. You work with a system that deals in men's blood. I haven't got any more time to try to explain this shit to them. I think that's my cue to hit it one more again. Let me break it down for you, ho, just so that you know. When the motherfucking lights go out, bitches like you will be fucking goats. We know that scenario in the land down under. It's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome or the Lord Humongous. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk is what the Sky Captain said. And he said it to Mad Max because all the feminists were dead. All the feminists disappear when there's heavy lifting to do. That includes Miss Cousins and her soy boy boo. Fuck you, bitch.
Be with you gentlemen in just a moment.
Hold it in, you big-eared turd. Otherwise, I'll kick your ass back to Mayberry. I see we have a sickly boy on our hands. Well, we're gonna have to boost your immune system, son. Drop down, get me. Run that 5, push up now. Count 'em out.
1, sir.
Bleep, 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 bleep. What are you laughing at, here, boy? You find a piece of candy in your pocket?
No, sir.
What's your name, Tubby?
He's good, sir.
He's cool. You know, you remind me of the doughboy. If I poke your stomach, will it make you go, ooh? You know what? I'm gonna help you make room for lunch, bacon boy. Drop down, give me 30 sit-ups right now. Let's go. Count 'em in. Let me see that belly roll.
sir.
Oh, pork chop. Two chubby,
Two,
chubby.
sir.
You's a pure genius.
Three, sir.
Who you, Red Fox? No, better yet, you Richard Pryor agent.
What's your name, girlfriend?
But where's both boys call me Dick, so you call me Dick.
You
Yeah, bro?
like the way I handle these white boy dick.
Oh, yeah.
You think you feel good to see a black man run down, huh?
Malcolm X.
Well, let me tell you something, D.
Yeah, bro?
Why don't you come close?
I am not your damn brother! Now jump down and give me 20 squad bucks now!
What are you looking at, ass?
Nothing, sir.
You plotting on me, boy?
No, sir.
Well, let me tell you something, ass. Let me tell you all something. War has made me very paranoid. And when a man gets the eyeball at me, it makes my agent orange act up. And I get the urge to kill. Do you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
I understand. Sir, yes, sir.
What is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Yes, sir. Actually, he is deaf.
Oh, well, thank you. Now drop down and give me 25 more for speaking out of line.
One, sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Handicapped Man. I didn't mean to offend you. Do you speak sign language? Can you read lips? Let me break it down. If you don't answer me when I speak to you, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. Is that clear, dummy?
300. Oh, goddamn. All right, gents. Let's get down here. Go get down here. Oh, yeah, man. Come down here. Look at all this. Look at all this. Oh, man. It's fucking rotten. Terrible. Rotten to the core. You're a female hater. You can't stand women, bitch. Well, that may not be the case. As a matter of fact, it most certainly isn't the case. But you know how it goes. These folks are going to come at you in the old way that they can get at you. And oh, shit, I just fucked up. Went and made a puzzle, and I didn't mean to do it. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to put that over here. Get that bitch out the way. There you go. Did I fuck up? I just fucked up. Look at that. I touched that thing and didn't even realize that I touched it. Son of a bitch. Ah, gentlemen, what's going on? How you guys doing out there in TV land? Good to see y'all, man. Good to be here. My son is at the local Skaterama under lock and key, skating, getting good exercise, making friends, doing the things that that kids should do, right? Hold on one sec. Oh, man. Excuse me. God damn, I didn't want to put that one on camera. It's awful. All right, man, let me get back up in the chat. And we'll see who's here and what's what and all of that good shit. TAA, yes, at Hammerhand. I'm still in shock. Your video is still up. I've shown several people and we all die laughing. I'm sorry to correct you. That's not my video. That's John's video. Now, and look, man, John got a little sensitive about the video. So I'm thinking that the only way that we can cure that is to build this motherfucker's skin up a little bit. That's what we got to do. So I'm going to invite John back on here, and we're going to have a couple of more interactions with John. I hope John enjoys it. Because like all of the other motherfuckers out there that use men, that pander to all the wrong types of people, just my opinion, right? Like all of them, they need a tougher skin. And they're going to get taken to task. And I told you that this year was dedicated to taking these motherfuckers to task. But not John. Because when I have a guest on this channel and they come on and they put on their Sunday best and they speak to you, I want you guys to give them all the proper respect. Give them all the respect that they deserve. Luke Chase. Hello, Hammerhand. Hello, gents. What's up, Luke? How you doing? Shinobi One. Oh, man. And I wanted to have a nap. Oh, bro, this is recorded, man. You can go get a nap. Go get your nap. It's all right. It's all right. MGTOW Life. Gents. What's up, MGTOW Life? Before we go any further, I want to say big ups to the wrenches. You wrenches are amazing. Do you know that? I'm sitting here cracking my knuckles down here. You wrenches are amazing. You're amazing. You know what to let through. You know what to approve. You know what to give a little time out to. You know, you can kind of rub their nose in it a little bit. You guys are fantastic. And I thank you for that. Takes a lot of judgment, a lot of discernment to know who's who and what's what. Redestarok ACA. Okay, let's go. We're going, man. We're going. Wandering Jedi. Greetings, gentlemen. Lord SOS 91. Not even a minute, and I'm not first. That's right, man. As soon as, bro, I'm not even shitting. As soon as I hit the live button, you know, the make the fucking video button, there were people waiting. How is that possible? I think there's fuckery involved. That's not even possible. Success Pool Endeavors, gentlemen. What's up, Success Pool? I hope everything's well. In the sticks, big mugs. Christian MGTOW, Hammer, the MGTOW monk. Oh, yeah. MGTOW Cowboy. What's up, boys? A zero, man. Chilling. Wandering Jedi. Hit that like button. But you know what we call them? That's the Fonzie button, man. That's going to be one of my shirts, by the way. Give me some Fonzies. That's going to be one of my shirts. I've got about 15 shirts already designed. I'm waiting on my caricature artist to come back with caricatures. So we're going to have a good time with that shit, man. I don't know that the merch store is going to be explosively, successful. I don't know that it will be. But I think that it will bring in some cash to kind of supplement at least one of my work days so that I can dedicate that day to jumping on here, cutting 2 or 3 streams, doing all of the stuff that I work a fucking lot. I work a lot. I put in 60 hours at the job. While I'm at the job, in between runs, you know what I'm saying? I'm contacting people, doing the fucking thing, getting it done, figuring out who to know, where to know, why to know, all of that good shit. Watching streams in between, trying to keep up with stuff. It's a busy life. Cheers. Let's put that away. Don't want any more of that poison in my muscles. Shinobi One at Hammerhand. You gonna come to MGTOW Church in 12 hours time? I don't know. Haven't written it yet, but I'm sure it will be good. I don't know about that, Shinobi One. I have watched some of your priors since the last time we were on here, and I, sadly and woefully had to admit that I hadn't watched very much because, busy. But I did make an effort while I was out on the road a couple of days ago to sit down and watch some of the MGTOW Chicken Church. I like the MGTOW Church. I do. I think it's very interesting. Very good stuff. Rusty Knife, it's that time. You're damn right. Jimmy Miller. Hi, Mr. Hammerhand. Hail, Jimmy Miller. Darth MGTOW. All wings report in. MGTOW Wing reporting in. Red Pill Wing reporting in. Monk Wing, we can't report in because we don't fly shit. MGTOW Live. Hi, all. What's up, brother? K Grease. Fuck yeah. Hammer in the house. I'm in the house, man. Right, look. Right here. We almost had a special guest appearance by Bullshit Simpset. He was almost going to host this stream, backed out at the last minute. I'm going to talk to him and see if maybe he can host a stream. I wouldn't expect it to be tomorrow, but I think Bullshit Simpset might hold a stream. That motherfucker's rocking. He's awesome. I didn't give him enough credit. He's actually kind of cool. I think once you get used to him. Red Pill Pipe Hitter. In the Box Brothers. Oh my goodness. Kagoot Kajik. I hope I got that right. Facebook is still letting me share MGTOW and Red Pill content, but soon that will end since they've already stopped allowing me to share Tim Pool content. That was funny, wasn't it? I saw when Tim Pool got kind of booted off of off Facebook. Tim, Milk Toast Light Blue Pool, right? excuse me, gets booted off of goddamn Facebook. That's unbelievable. Jeg, hi guys, just drank a 12-ounce bottle of beer. Oh no. It's my vacation. Happy vacation, Jeg. In the sticks, IRL. Smash that like button, gentlemen. Yes, gentlemen. Thank you very much. 96 of you madcaps in the house. One more again. 56 Fonzies. Thank you very much. We're going to get them Fonzies up there, man. We always slow on that, but they always eventually get up there. Lord SOS91 at Shinobi1. I always last minute written, but turns out genius. I don't know what in the hell that means, and that's okay. Zool. Good afternoon, homies. Good afternoon, Zool. Good to see you guys in the chat there, giving the fucking wrench a workout. Hopefully we don't have to work the wrench out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Kill him! Oh man, he's got Rona. Kill him! Burn that motherfucker. You could see the fucking smoke from orbit. Oh, Jeg, Hammerhand, what's up? Yo, man, zero. Just sitting here. Chilling. With my friend. I think I'm going to go to the range this week. Matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to the range. I know I'm going to the range this week. I'm going to go get that fucking lavishly expensive bolt so that I can get my 50 made into a 50 instead of the 357. And I'm going to go shooting. I've been dying to go shooting. So yeah, I can't wait. Eddie MGTOW, hammer time. Yes, sir, Eddie. Yes, sir. Eyes wide open. Peace, love, and beard grease. Oh, man. No grease. But I definitely need a comb. I went and shaved. Look at that. I went and shaved. Nothing on top there. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Successful endeavors. Kajik, YouTube has developed a hatred towards letting folks send links. You can get through that. Here, I heard them say this. Who the fuck said this? Styx Hexenhammer said this a few days ago. They won't let you post full links now on like YouTube. Well, they're trying to eliminate it. On Facebook in particular, use a site called Bitly. Bitly. What it does is it shortens the link in the description and it links to the actual product. And they haven't found a way around Bitly. So use Bitly if you want to shorten your links up and make sure that your shit doesn't get deleted or auto-detected by all of these fucking bots that are running rampant all over the internet now. Zool, interesting poetry. Yeah, it was pretty interesting when I put it out, you know. She had a very negative response to that, I might say. MGTOW Life. Remember to hit that like button, gents. Yes. Shinobi-wan. Brother Lord SOS91. Haha. I can't write it until the time's nearly up in case last-minute wisdom lands in my head. This is so fucking true. That's one of the reasons why I don't script anything, really. I hardly ever script anything. I just get the premise in mind, and then we just talk about what we know. So, yeah. Jeg, what's wrong with going our own way? Did somebody say anything was wrong with that? Nobody said nothing was wrong with that. Shinobi-wan. I love it when he shoots the monster in the cupboard. That was in the closet. In the closet, not the cupboard. Tim S. Hammerhand is going to bring some major pain. I don't know if I could do it as good as Mr. Wayans. I don't think that I could. Maybe I could. I could. Ding ding ding. Lord SOS, laughing my ass off at herpes. Yeah, you know, I have it on good authority that STDs are being rampantly spread, explosively spread by one section of humanity right now, and it ain't us. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It ain't us. Tom Lightning. I remember this one. Yeah, it was a while ago, wasn't it? You know that fucking woman, she went on there I've talked about her a couple of times. There's still some stuff of her that's up on YouTube that shows her like grifting from this thing to this thing to this thing to this thing. And she finally hit with the feminist, pasty-faced, fucking made up like Brunhilde shit that finally hit, right? Sky News picks her up. Her YouTube channel explodes. You know, like Brie Larson's YouTube channel exploded, but it's a dead channel. It's amazing shit. Speaking of dead channels, I was looking at Bullshit Simpset's channel. He had a live stream the other day. 250,000 subs. 63 watchers. Hold on. There's double that in this one right now. How does that happen? Shinobi-Wan. Love that movie. Jim Nichols, Hammerhand. I made it in time. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here, man. Tom Lightning in the house from St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kyle De Silva. What's up, Hammerhand? Zero, man. Chilling. MGTOW Life. Good to be here. It's always good to be here. We just sit down and bullshit, and you get to watch me preen, and somebody's going to complain about me preening, and that's okay. Got a thick skin. Got a thick everything. You didn't need to know that. Tim S. Hello, Hammer. Hello, Tim. How you doing? Bing, 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 bing. Monk mode. Message retracted. Already? 21 minutes in, and we've already got retracted messages. That's terrible. Wandering Jedi. Monk mode. Damn right, man. Shinobi-Wan. A. MGTOW. Yes. Tom Lightning. Gia MGTOW Life. I don't know. MGTOW? We don't do the MGTOW or the MGTOW or the NIGTOW or any of that other shit that these motherfuckers try to say. You know, I was trolling around a little bit. Lurking, but trolling, right? Not saying nothing, just looking. And there is a whole new crop, at least 200 somewhat major female and gynocentric content creators that are like, what is MGTOW? What is it? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, do they just hate women or something? I don't get it, man. Why would anyone ever want to step away from the glorious breasts or the vag? I mean, why we worship the vag, don't we? Don't we? Motherfuckers. Craig Furness. Greetings, gentlemen. Greetings, Craig. How you doing? MGTOW Cowboy at Hammerhand. Great to see you this evening. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm sitting here eye-banging my shotgun with a bayonet on it. Who has a shotgun with a bayonet? Just, oh, man. Looking at my 357. Looking at what's left of that Diet Coke. Looking at my phone, my keys. Looking at my keys, you know. It's all good. Looking at my Wi-Fi tower. All of the shit that I have around that's mine. Man, life is good. Life is good. You know, when I'm not working my ass to fucking death Monday through Friday, and you get a few minutes to sit down and a few extra hours to rest when you're trying to build something, you know, life is good. It's pretty goddamn cool. Pretty interesting, man. I really do wish that I had thought more like this decades ago. I really wish that I hadn't been so under the spell of what I thought I wanted. You know, you can believe it all day long, all day, 100% absolute dedicated. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I need. And it doesn't take very long to turn that around. It doesn't take very long at all to put you in a position where it's like, God damn, did I really want that? Holy shit. My son's mother dropped him off today. This is interesting. It was fucking strange. It was strange, man. And I have a pretty good idea about what's going on, but I'm going to tell you the story. Because I trust you not to tell anyone else. She dropped him off today. And of course, we had a discussion about what his behavior's been like and how he's been and how everything's going. And This woman has not spoken to me for more than 5 minutes at a time in the last 9 years. She sat out there today and talked to me for 45 minutes. And in that 45 minutes, the subject of her and her husband and how much she loves him came up about 10 times. Now, I'm not going to go any farther with that. There was nothing graphic. There was nothing explicit. I came back inside, and my son's getting ready to go skating, right? Bear with me. We're riding down the road there. I get him a few bucks so that he can get a couple of drinks when he's in there. And he says, just looking straight ahead now. We're both driving down the road. Looking straight ahead, he's like, what did Mom talk to you that long about for? And I just kind of side-eyed him. And he did the same thing. He just kind of side-eyed me. And he's like, I mean, I have an idea, but it couldn't possibly be that idea. Could it, Dad? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, brother. He's like, but she's like in love with Corey, right? So why would she do that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I said, don't say a fucking word to her. Do you understand? Don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing. Whatever's going on, she'll work it out. She'll get through it. You know what I'm saying? She'll get through it. That was fucked up. That was fucked up is what it was. I'm going to go to the bottom of the chat here, and I'm going to go back up into this. Sorry if I missed you guys in the top part of that. My apologies. But yeah. Polska Bob, hit the likes. Let's overdrive the ratio of likes to peeps in the box. Man, 156 of you titans, you monsters in the box right now, watching this crusty old fuck just flap his gums and talk. 89 Fonzies, baby. Fonzies. Luke Chase, this beard will be perfect for Christmas. Hammerhand. I know. Look at, oh, man. It's getting there. It's getting there. Zool, it's very common to have no idea what we want nowadays. Yeah, it is, because most people don't, most people, especially men, don't have any drive, no ambition. I mean, not even to be good to themselves, you know, completely fucking apathetic to life. Victor Creed, she talked or? I don't know. Mountain MGTOW, hi, what's up, Mountain? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Frankly, my dear, I flipped off a cuck in front of his woman after he complained about my motorcycle exhaust outside of a bar. Right on, man. Christian MGTOW. Hammer! What is your advice on getting through red pill rage to accept it? I think some folks would tell you, they would tell you some different things, right? I would tell you to accept it. And that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's not. You have to be able to accept that most, if not all, of the things that you knew or that you thought you knew about women, about relationships, was incorrect, misleading, or an outright lie. Then you have to start to understand that if you're not meant to pair bond with that particular person, then it's better that you not be with them. Plain and simple. You have to start finding a way to give love to yourself. And I don't mean self-love. I don't mean two-fisting that motherfucker. That's not what I mean. I mean, if you can't appreciate and respect yourself, no one else is going to either. I mean, should they? Yeah, of course they should. You should lend that basic, put that bitch back, that basic modicum of respect to people. You know, human being right here, human being right here. Okay, some respect, some respect. You know, in my book, that's the way it should be. Unless that human being demonstrates that they're a complete cocksucker, then I just avoid them. I had to set somebody straight at one of my jobs a couple of days ago. And that's just the way it goes. You don't take any shit off of anybody. Now, it doesn't mean if they give you shit that you go berserk and you plant a fucking axe in their head. Doesn't mean that either. That's a big problem with men that I've noticed over the years, is that they're fucking 0 to 100 in one insult. And it just has to be more measured and more graduated than that. But speaking to the subject of getting over the red pill rage, I don't know that you get over it. You accept it. You learn how to deal with it. And if you can't learn how to deal with your own anger and your own disappointment, your own failings and shortcomings, you got problems. I don't want to say that to you, but I can't fib to you. I can't lie to you. You know, I am very direct when it comes to things like this. And that is exactly how I did it. I started to recognize that I had some pretty big problems on the inside. You know, I've used this analogy before where you see somebody and they're like, you're like, oh man, I'm enamored by that person. Oh man, I dig that person. And you start taking little pieces of them and you plug holes in you. If you're doing that, if you're having to use somebody else to supply you with something, you've got a problem. You can't do that. You can't do that. It never works. It never works. A person that comes into your life should be a complement to your life, and vice versa. You should be a complement to their life. But if you're using them, you know, I mean, anybody can look at you and say, well, aren't you just using them anyways? You know, when you're sleeping with them, or when you're buying them dinner, or they're buying you dinner, or you're getting warmth off of one another at night. Yes, there is a symbiosis involved there, but I draw the line between usury and symbiosis with intent. That's where I draw the line. Some other people might not see it that way. That's the way I see it. And as far as getting over the red pill rage, I don't think you get over the red pill rage, brother. I think you accept what red pill is. If you choose to walk through the door of red pill, it will lead you to other places if you are intent on working on yourself. If you're just intent on having female nature explained to you, dark female nature in particular, if you're intent on continuing to date and continuing to try to find someone to marry or to have children with, you are putting your ass over the fire every single time. There's a lot of guys out there, a lot of guys that I respect. I always use Paul Elam as the example when I say that. I respect what he does highly, highly. But I do not agree with the whole, yeah, I've got a girlfriend or a wife, sort of, kind of. We're not legally this, we're not legally that, but 18 years now and yada, yada, yada. You know, no, because it's going to come to you. Can you trust her? Who the hell knows? You wouldn't have to worry about whether you could trust her or not if there wasn't a legal situation where she could activate the machinery of the state. See, you can't do that. They can. So that's a fucking problem. Tom Lightning, hi, you MGTOW Life, nice channel. Post Bob, that must have been awful. It was interesting. It was interesting. Hoser D, why? I have my own thoughts on that, but you know, MGTOW Live at Juan, don't think my daughter knew what she was doing. It's the blue pill grandparents that blew it up, probably. Victor Creed, I know what I want to be, left alone, and I do what I want. That's good. I mean, if you're doing that and you're feeling good about life, then more power to you. But I think if you're doing stuff like that and you're wanting to be left alone and you're wanting to self-isolate and you still carry anger, you know, in your heart, in your head, if you're spiritually corrupted, that's a bad time waiting to happen. And I've tried very hard over the years to work on my spirit, to work on untangling emotions and disconnecting what goes on in here with what you're told out here in all of this shit, you know? And I have to say, I'm in the best position that I've ever been in my life. The best position. There's no other way to say it. In the best position I've ever been in. Victor Creed, I will steal a line from Duality Reality. It could be worse. You could be a woman. Uh-oh. Jim Nichols, uh-oh. Hammerhand, sounds like trouble in her paradise. She's looking for an escape hatch. I thought so. She has not done that type of thing since we were an item. That was fucking strange. That was strange because I recognized it immediately. Normally for her, it's like, hi and bye, and she's fucking out and she's gone, and, you know, it's on to the next fucking thing, and it's been that way for like 9 years. And then all of a sudden, today, out of the fucking blue, and I saw it immediately. And so I was like, thank fucking God for the red pill. Thank God for MGTOW. Because if you're still blue pilling, if you're still swimming in that blue pill malaise, you'd be like, oh man, maybe I got a chance again. No. LC, at Christian MGTOW, focus on bettering yourself and your life. It will pass. I would agree with that. The part that is kind of difficult is, what does that mean? There's so many things that you could do. Do you want to? You know, do you want to? What lights your fucking fire? Before I got involved with any female, before I started pursuing women in any way, shape, or form, I loved my comics. I loved my games. I loved my model building. Loved my guns. You see, loved jumping on the fucking internet and just surfing for hours and hours. Because it's what I wanted to do. You know, or I could go outside. I could grab this fucking $1,000 camera that I've got over here and just go fucking and you know, people go looking for wallpapers, right? Oh man, that's so pretty. I'm gonna get it. I take my own wallpapers. I haven't used a wallpaper on my computer or my phone that came from somebody else in years because I take my own. Good shit. Chris Edwards, beware men. If a thought wants to talk, they are after something, of course. Wandering Jedi, she wants the hammer back. Hammerhand, your inner sights. She knows that there's nothing going to happen there. There's no goddamn way that I could never allow that. I know what's on the other side of that. Whatever's going on with her is going to pass. She'll get over it. She'll get by it. Whatever, it'll pass. I ain't the one. Cheers. Even my 12-year-old son recognized it. He thought that it was completely bizarre that she sat there and talked to me that long. Because she's never done it. So very, very weird. Victor Creed, Shinobi One, waiting till my state lets me be one without surgery for privileges. I have no fucking idea what that means, but I believe you. MGTOW Life, Hammerhand, your ex is trying to monkey branch. Not to me, she ain't. I'm greasy, bitch. I'm slippery. Can't grab this one. Darth MGTOW, you know she's watching. She might be. And if she is, sorry about that. You had your shot. You had your choice, and you decided to walk away. And I don't begrudge anybody for exercising their rights, right? You have the right to walk away. I have the right to put that distance there. Stay away. Zool, how embarrassing that someone will go out of the way to name themselves MGTOW Exposed, then waste time spewing nonsense. All it shows is that what we're doing is working. Is that guy doing that again? Man. Pyotr Oslowski. Hey, brother. What's up, Pyotr? How you doing, man? How you doing? MGTOW Live, I'm now only on MGTOW TV in secret MGTOW Live one word. I don't know what the hell secret MGTOW Live one word is. I have no idea what that is. Were you ever on BitChute? Victor Creed, MGTOW is winning. You know what I consider to be winning is if you are absorbing the information and you are executing in your life. You don't need 100,000 people around you to validate your choices. You don't need that. Are you free from usury? As free as you can be. No marriage, no kids, no cohabitation. Are you practicing what you preach? That's winning. That's winning. All day long, every single day. That's winning. Victor Creed, MGTOW already won. On an individual basis? Yeah, of course. Anytime you exercise your choices to do your fucking thing, you win. No one can compete with that. The only way that you don't win is when you go back on it. Is when somebody's like, oh, come on, man. You know you really want to do that instead of what you really want to do. You know? I mean, sometimes you're obligated to certain things. Sometimes an obligation doesn't feel very good to fulfill, but you know that it's there for a reason. That's a different story. But not every day of the week. Excuse me. The only obligation that you have to fill every single day that you wake up is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That is an obligation. If you have children, like if you have animals, if you have a home to keep up with, that is an obligation that you must fulfill. And by doing that, you're going to give yourself a sense of pride and accomplishment. And it's going to be easier to keep it going when you do that. The more you fail yourself, the easier it is to be a failure. Plain and simple. Then you expect nothing from yourself. So you have nothing to lose. Wandering Jedi, Hammer Claws. Oh, man, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Tim S., what product do you use in your beard? I sprinkle red pill crack on it almost daily. See that? You can see it. It glows. I actually don't use anything. I use soap and water in the shower. That's it. I don't use anything else. Here's the secret with soap and water. I'll use it every couple days. I'll let it go a couple of days. Now, if I happen to get food or some shit like that in it, then I'll wash it out. And once or twice a month, I'll use a decent shampoo. That's it. Nothing else. Victor Creed. TFM show starts soon. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm sure it's going to be interesting as hell. It always is. Shinobi One. I can only speak for myself, but I want to thank you, Hammerclaws. You putting out some good stuff. I'm sure many men are thankful for your existence. So big ups and cheers, brother. Well, Shinobi One, I thank you for what you do. You have an audience, sir. And that's not an easy thing to get anymore. This right here, this is the wave of the future. This television shit, these ridiculously expensive shows, you know, paying 4 or 5 actors for 40 or 50 fucking years to produce all manner of television. It's going away. It's going away. I don't know who appreciates or who despises me. I can think of one particular person right this second that doesn't like me very much, but that's okay. That's okay. Stop backing out of these interviews here, and he'll like me more. Eventually, down the road somewhere. Gold Skull MGTOW. I have drive. I drive straight away from those bitches. Bam. Bam. MGTOW Mountain. I got banned again, so I'm going to start up my channel now. Yeah, do it. Get over to MGTOW TV, man. Get over to BitChute. You can generate yourself a presence over there, brother. You really can. Oh, and channel updates. Channel updates. Let me get that fucking notification off there. Channel updates. I am approaching 1,000 subs on MGTOW TV. I'm approaching 3,000 subs on BitChute. And I think by the end of the year here, we could probably have 5,000 or 6,000, which I think is pretty awesome. And to be honest with you, I'm really fucking shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that somebody has not come after this channel and tried to tear the channel up. So I really do believe that unless you're putting out some fucking wicked shit, that people are just, they're not going to be concerned with trying to strike channels so much anymore, because they're really getting their fucking titties clamped, especially with the DOJ, the antitrust suit that's going on right now. That's good for us, you know, because I mean, you got to pick one. Section 230. You a platform or you a publisher? Can't be both. Pick one. Oh, and starting Monday, I'm going to start putting up across the board BitChute, YouTube, MGTOW TV, Hammerhand Classics. So I'm going to go back through this 1,000+ video catalog that I've got, and I'm going to start putting up the Hammerhand Classics. So don't think that I'm headed off anywhere or that I'm minimizing and just uploading stuff that's been uploaded before. All of these will come from the channel that was vanquished a little while ago, and I didn't have very much on the 2 after that. This is the 4th Hammerhand channel. I'm nowhere near Chronic, nowhere near Undead. 14 fucking channels, crazy shit. Crazy shit. MGTOW Life, we don't hate women, we understand them, their path. That's right. I don't hate women. I love them. I love them. I worship the fucking female form, but guess what? They don't give a fuck. So what can I do about that? Nothing. Disconnecting yourself from your biology to help yourself is only a good thing, gents. It's only a good thing. You know, I can look at somebody now, I can look at a female anywhere and really appreciate their form, but I'm not instantly fucking horny about it. You know, it's not like, oh man, oh, let me search my pockets. Do I have some money? Do I got some cheese? Oh, no, not anymore. Not anymore. Learning how to control your biology, in my opinion, is the fastest, easiest, best way to get yourself free. People can, let me take that back. Let me walk that back a little bit. People have the tendency to cloak themselves in red pill, in MGTOW, in monk, and not really mean it. You know, they're just kind of sitting in a shelter. It gives them a place to sit for a while they figure things out. And that's okay. But you can't live in this identity that's not real. You can't live there. You can't stay there. You have to be able to get out here in the world, walk around. You have to be able to walk past other men, other women, and not be set off all hours of the day and night. It doesn't make any sense to live life that way. When I figured out that I could get a hold of that biology and I could tell it what to do instead of it telling me what to do, things really started to happen. The fastest way that I got a hold of biology was to recognize that there was an imminent legal threat to everything that is me via them in the machinery of the state. It's like wanting to touch that very attractive circus animal that will turn around and swipe off half of your ass. Yeah, they're kind of cute. Do I want to keep my whole ass? Yep. So when I began to associate those things, that desire started to die. We often say out here in the community, you know, have the laws changed? Have they been rewritten? Were they stricken? Did women change? No. Did men change? No, you say? Okay, well then nothing has fucking changed. We say that a lot. But if it went down tomorrow, if they come out and they get on stage, you know who they is, the powers that be, right? They get out on stage and they got their little books and their presidential fucking seal and everything, and they say to you, we're striking no-fault divorce. We're making illegal feminism. It's gone. Fuck it. Feminism can't be practiced anymore. And you know it's not that far away, right? If you can ban critical race theory, oh, you can ban feminists. Let's say that they do that right now, tomorrow. Nothing will be right for 30 years. Nothing. Now you will see the trickle down. And you'll see the trickle up. There's a lot of things that people don't realize when it comes to culture, government, and law, and that the culture dictates the law. You know that, right? Sometimes law molds the culture, but more often than not, law and public policy are made from culture. So is the trickle up bigger or is the trickle down bigger? Depends. I guess it depends on what income bracket you're in for the most part. But yeah, nothing would change. Nothing would change. It would take 30 fucking years to breed out all of the crazy fucking people that have been brainwashed in college, in high school, in middle school, in fucking primary school. It would take 30 years to breed them all out. So in lieu of trying to do that, you just look out for yourself. You just look out for you. Numero uno. Red pill pipe hitter. So she was not trying to use you as an emotional tampon. No. Her current marriage is good. So she says. Who can explain or understand why or what women do? Least of all us. I don't even try to. I don't care. MGTOW Live. In other words, live free, live in peace. Yes. Boba Feta cheese. Hammer. Why do you think your own family lie about women and relationships? They're taught to. They're taught to. You know, what else would it be? 60 years of hardcore Marxist Bolshevik indoctrination. Excuse me. 60 years of female pedestalization. They think that it's normal. It's not normal. They think that it is. Victor Creed, 45 and 556. Oh, yeah. The next one that I'm looking at, brother, is going to be a 556. I was looking at a badass Heckler and Koch that just came in here about 6 months ago. I guess it was about 6 months ago. Beautiful fucking rifle. But they want $2,900 for it. And I'm like, you know, that's that price that it's not like, no. It's not that bad, but it's like, you know, it's, oh, fuck. So, yeah. LC, 9mm and 7.62. Good choices. Luke Chase. Mountain. Nice to see you here with us. Oh, yeah, man. Zool, learning self-love properly is fundamental. Yeah, I agree. You know, and it's important that you do it right. You have to do this correctly, right? The whole self-love thing is, oh, man, I love me. It doesn't really, you know, that's not really what it means. It's having respect for yourself, having some pride in yourself, and not going over fucking board with it. You know, where nobody can touch you, where no one can approach you. I mean, you're going fucking crazy with that stuff. And you see that, really see that with females. They marry their dogs. They marry fucking chandeliers and cars. It's the craziest goddamn thing. They marry themselves. I'm self-partnered. You mean you're single? I wonder why. Doofus. Mountain MGTOW, at MGTOW Life. Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yet the work is up to me. This is true. There was one of our guys, I got a message today that said Sergio. Maybe you guys have seen Sergio. He is a great commenter in almost every video that I've put up. Matter of fact, I can't recall the last time I put up a video where Serge didn't comment about something. But apparently he was banned off of YouTube today. So hopefully he gets back in and around, and hopefully we see Sergio back in. Because the guy really did know his shit. He was a great commenter. Loved the guy. Shinobi One. Women, when they have a good relationship, it's not good enough. They sabotage their own lives. They need a strong man to keep them in line. Aha, and all the strong men have walked away. Why would a strong man, why would an independent man, why would a well-to-do man put himself in the position of having to babysit a grown woman? No man is going to sign up for that deal. Now, brainwashed men will sign up for it. You know, feminist men will sign up for it. Men that believe that they should put women ahead of them in every category will sign up for it. And unfortunately, that's the vast majority of men that are out there. But even with the small amount of men, and relatively speaking, you know, when you're talking about 7 billion people, you say 100 million men are at least from somewhat red-pilled to monk. I think 100 million men is not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable to say that there is red pill awareness that's spread throughout the population like that. Even that small amount of people, you see the damage that self-awareness, that self-actualization does to the industries of usury, right? You see what it does. They will spin it all day long and tell you, no, man, it's not that acronym that shall not be spoken. It's females. They're waiting. Oh yeah, they don't want to get married right now. They're focusing on their career, and they don't want to get pregnant. Ew, kids, children. No. It has nothing to do with the acronym that shall not be spoken. It has everything to do with women, with females. That's the way that they spin it. But you ain't stupid, and I know you're not, and you know the truth. This is gonna hurt. It's called growing up. Yes, it is. Sometimes, until you don't want to, and then fuck it. Prune Picker. Howdy, Eric. Victor Creed. Enjoy the present, this moment, right here and right now. That's all you can do. You can plan for the future somewhat, but yeah, absolutely enjoy every minute. Pretentious Hermit watched a Colion Noir vid, and he's right. If you want a gun, then you need to get it now. Last minute people are going to take up the guns that are left. And let me tell you something, gang. The major gun shops are starting to thin out. The small ones, they're gone as soon as they hit the shelf. Most of them are on back order. There is still 3 fucking months after 9mm ammunition ran out. No 9mm ammunition on the shelves. Yeah. So yeah, you better get it like now, because things are hopefully, I don't like to doomsay. I don't want to be a doomsayer. I'm ready. If these people come out here to the burbs and they think that they're going to push these people into some kind of a conflict or shove them around, that is not going to happen. And it's going to get fucking ugly really fast. And you better expect major problems, so that a few days before the election, get your butts out there. Get yourselves stocked up on food. Don't go fucking crazy. Buy yourself some water. Do the things that you need to do. Plan for it. Okay? Plan for it. I fully expect some type of insurgent behavior on or around Election Day. I fully expect that to happen. Now, if it doesn't happen, don't drop your guard. Don't go cash your guns in. You know what I'm saying? Don't do any of that shit. But try to keep things squared away for yourselves, because I really believe that we're going to need it. Victor Creed, don't get married ever. Not once. Pretentious Hermit, even the gun range now has a 2-hour wait for a spot. I know. The one that I go to down the road here, god damn. I mean, unless you catch them like in an off hour, yeah, you're going to be sitting around waiting for a fucking minute. MGTOW life. I understand why Hammerhand mentioned his ex. Absolutely every time I have a conversation with the ex, she'll try to make conversation. I no longer need that from women, and she hates that. They all hate that. I have no issues talking to my ex. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's not how I want to really spend time. But when I have to talk to her about my son, when I have to talk about schooling issues or behavioral problems, you know what, the plethora of shit, excuse me, that comes with having children. Just because she's been an asshole to me in the past doesn't mean that I don't seek her opinion when it comes to things like this. She still has a very vested interest in this boy, and I understand that. But he's living with me now, and I've got him now, and maybe that's the reason for the conversation. Maybe I'm just reading too much into that. Who knows? I don't know. But she made the comment. I'm not reading too much into it. That's bullshit. I'm not reading too much into it. She made the comment out there. She's like, well, I mean, at least you don't hate me so much, And I says, I never hated you. I never hated you. When things start going wrong in your life, and one day you're a problem, or a couple with a problem or two, and then the next day you're nothing. It's done. It's over. That's a hard pill to swallow. And like I said earlier in this little stream right here, when you're constantly pulling pieces of other people to support you spiritually and emotionally, you're a very broken person when they walk away. And I was a very broken person when she walked away. I had been doing that for a long time. And I had to sit down and figure out why it was so important for me to have that. And by doing that, I started to understand where all of the shit was coming from. God damn, I've got like a fucking goddamn rogue hair in my nose that keeps tickling the inside of my nose. But it was interesting to me to sit down and really track all of this shit back to its origins and go through that suffering again to try to right the ship, man, and get on the right path in life. Adults that are clearly dysfunctional are more than likely started out being children that were clearly dysfunctional. And you just cover that shit up with years and the passage of time. And most people never address it. They never fix it. Fuck that. I wanted to fix it. Ow. Victor Creed, MGTOW, make our own range. Only if you don't want to have a visit from the law. You know what I'm saying? Or you got property. MGTOW Live, I draw the line on them. Period. You should. MGTOW Live, want nothing to do with them. Don't blame you. Michael McKinney, one more again. Luke Chase, Mountain, I will sub to your new channel. Mountain MGTOW, if you have a channel up and ready to go, brother, drop the link in the chat. And for all you men out there that don't know who Mountain MGTOW is, I was watching Mountain MGTOW years ago. Good guy, made great videos, and I loved the opening for those videos. I thought they were pretty cool, man. MGTOW, Elder, Monk, and Pathfinder. My heart belongs to my waifu. Oh, man. At least the waifu's not going to run your ass into a court or accuse you of raping it. Ow, excuse me. Did you hear about the fucking bananas shit? This was a while ago. I don't want to pass it off like it just happened. But there was some fucking bananas shit that was happening like in Australia where they were trying to pass a consent form that a waifu was going to have to sign off on a consent form to sleep with its owner. That was a fucking thing. That's a thing. That shows you how fucking crazy Australian women are. They're crazy. They're crazy. Victor Creed, I live by freedom. Freedom! I do too, as much as I can. Don't misguide yourself, brother. We're not as free as some of us would like to believe we are. We have opportunities. I won't say that we don't. But to say that we are totally free is not true. Ding, 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 ding. LC, what's your fave knives, Victor? I'll let Victor answer that. Prune Picker, smash that like button, people. Thank you. 221 of you insane human beings tuning in to this. You should be ashamed of yourselves. 135 Fonzies. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ding, ding, ding. Red Pill Pipe Hitter. I might have stood there and let her talk for 45 minutes. I think maybe out of curiosity, just to feel her out. You let them talk long enough, they will tell you all you need to know. I agree with you 100%, and that's kind of why I have the feelings on it that I have, the thoughts on it that I have. The thoughts on it that I have. It was unusual. It was unusual. It was very unusual. So yeah. I'll keep you informed. Is Janky Show in the house? There he is. Janky Show at MGTOW Live. What's up, Janky? Good to see you, brother. Hank, the mean man. Janky. Wandering Jedi. Just focus on improving yourself, skills, money, travel, and helping others. That will help you to put the red pill rage under control. Well, not really. Not really. All that is comfort food. All that's going to do is bury the problem instead of address the problem. You have to figure out what's going on in your head, in your heart, and you have to come to terms with it. And if you cannot do that, then that red pill rage is going to sit with you for a long time. Cheers, man. Cheers. Sorry to keep gulping that shit down. MGTOW Live. MGTOW Live has great content. MGTOW Live has great content. Real passion. I agree. Watched the video a couple of days ago. LC, nice. Is tops overrated? I don't know what you're talking about. We America 110. Remind people what's about to go down in Canada. Oh, man. Canada. God damn. Boy, Canada's fucked, man. Canada is fucked. If you Canadians don't get those people out of office, I would suggest that you find another country to move to. Or you move so far north into the fucking Canadian wilderness that they just won't fuck with you. Because Canada's fucked. No, I'm not going to go into that. If you want to put the links in the chat, be my guest, put the links in the chat. MGTOW Life. When I watch a channel, I listen for that. MGTOW Live has it. There you go. Victor Creed. No anger. Just prefer my space to random strangers. Couldn't have said it better. Angel of Destruction. I don't care. I like being angry. It's what they deserve. But do you deserve it? Do you deserve it? If you're comfortable with it, I couldn't say nothing to you, and I wouldn't. When I was, I'm going to use a prop here. I'm going to use a prop. This big black body pillow. This represents the anger that I used to have. And I used to do this. Oh, man. Anger? I love you. Oh, I used to love my anger. I used to love my anger. Then I found out that it was getting a little too warm. A little too warm. So I made some changes. I made some adjustments. And now I have like this much anger. But I still love it. I still pet it and call it George. I still love my anger. It's just not as big as it used to be. You see, I think that you need You need a healthy amount of anger and a healthy amount of pain in order to understand what's good. I believe that. I believe that. A lot of people will say, nay, no. That's not true. You need to understand what good and decent is. And the only way that you understand that is to understand the opposite of good and decent. It's anger and hatred, fear. You have to understand those things. And if you can't understand those things, you can't appreciate anything. But that's just my opinion. Ferocious MGTOW. What's good, Hammer? Nothing, man. Nothing. Nothing's good. Fuck the world. I'm just playing. This is going to hurt. Good words. I mean, maybe. MGTOW life. I'm in the best position I've ever been in. I hear that more from men that have been invested in Red Pill, MGTOW, and Monk for 12 months than I hear any man out there with the blue pill malaise, with that white picket fence dream, where they're struggling to live and thrive and survive. I don't hear that from them. They get in their fucking cars, on their motorcycles, or they go home. Whatever it is that they do, I see it every day. Every day. And I don't hear anybody say, man, I love my life. I love my life. I'm speaking for me. I love my life. I got a great life. But I didn't used to. When you let go of some things, not everything, when you let go of some things, you can have a great life. You just have to learn to live with certain things. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to tolerate certain other things. And then you have to be able to draw a goddamn line in the sand and say, on this side, no one crosses. No transgressions will be accepted or tolerated. And you have to stick to it. And when somebody decides to step across that line, you have to take care of business. You got to give them what for. It just is what it is. Mountain MGTOW. At Angel of Destruction, don't give them your energy. Success Pool Endeavors. Eddie, you overcome nihilism by developing a better alibi. I'm not touching that. Victor Creed, I love my time with family and friends. I do too, except I don't have much family. You know, I've got my brother, I've got my son, my mother, who's probably on the way out here in the next few years. And I don't mean that in a nasty or a disrespectful way. It's just a realistic way of looking at what life is. You're 74. That's getting up there, you know. You don't have much time left at 74. So she'll be with me and she'll be comfortable up until that point, up until that time. And then we'll see what happens after that, you know. At the end of the day, for me, it's been about here recently, making sure that the people that I either have problems with or had problems with understand it. And then there's a resolution there. Even when it appears that there's not a resolution, when there's no closure. Everybody likes to use that term closure, you know. I don't need closure, so to speak. I need there to be an understanding. Whether I agree with it or not, I need there to be an understanding, and I can live with that. Yeah. 230 of you video assassins in the box. Thank you. 150 Fonzies. Ay. Oh, man. MGTOW life. I finally love my life. My Harley, my guns, all of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same here. MGTOW live. Whoever wants to watch me, I'm on MGTOW TV. Everybody. If you like MGTOW content, you want to hear somebody speaking passionately about what they believe, jump on over there and give our guy, MGTOW Live, a look. If he's your speed, sub to the channel. Help your MGTOW brothers out. You know, you don't necessarily have to like the content. Just sub to the channel. You know, you don't have to go back. Don't even set it for fucking notifications if you don't want to. Just sub to the channel. Give these guys their due. If they're making consistent content and you know that in their heart, even if you may not agree with everything that they say, that they're pushing for the betterment of men, I think, in my opinion, you owe them a sub. You know, that's the goddamn least that anybody can do. Dale City, are you going to do a Colossus series? Yes. That's going to blow our minds as to what is going to happen after Juggernaut. Yes, I'm in the planning stages of a 10-part series called The New Colossus. Jesus. I mean, just looking over some of the information that I've got down for that is, it's just something. Something. Hannibal will be doing at least one of those. I'm trying to get him to do the intro, but he doesn't like to record often. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can rearrange shit and get that son of a bitch to get on here. And maybe he's watching right now. Who knows? And record one. I'm trying to get him to do the opening segment for the new 10-part series that we're putting together called The New Colossus. And I hope that you guys are looking forward to it. And I hope that you enjoy it when it comes out. I don't think that it's going to be what you expect it to be. I sit down and I do a little bit of research on some of these topics. I'm looking right over here. I've got a big notepad sitting over there, and I've got a little piece of tablet paper, and all of the subjects are outlined on it. And I just look at that and I'm like, okay. So, okay, here it goes. MGTOW Life. Ferocious MGTOW, it's good to see you. Victor Creed, I broke out of the blue pill ectoplasm. That's a good goddamn word for it, That's a good word for it. Eddie MGTOW at SCE, asking because there's a lot of incels I come around struggling, looking for help. I think the incels, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that there is such a thing, but I think that people are being pushed towards being an incel or identifying as incel for other reasons now than not getting laid. You see, than not having sexual relationships with a female. I think that there's more to it than that. As a matter of fact, there's a lot more to it than that. I watched a couple of weeks ago a deal with Sandman and Face LMS, and it was like 2.5 hours. It was 2.5 hours, but it was a great talk. And if you've got 2.5 hours to spare on that, you really should watch it. It gives a lot of good insight as to how men that are, let's say, 18 to 25 now, 16 to 23, are dealing with what's not out there. You have a raging fucking biology, and if that raging biology can't be satisfied, then it's just going to turn off. And then you've got a meat sack of hormones. And then what do you do with it? There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. And it wasn't that long ago for me that I don't remember 16, 17, 18. Those were tough years. And I had the availability of pussy. I had the ability to get into ass if I wanted to get into it. I was never fascinated by it. So many people are just bewitched by this shit. And you can tell that it's not normal. It's not real. It's fucking ginned up. And it's sad. It's sad that people do things like that. But I've always been of the mind that if you've got $20, $40, you can get your sexual desires met. But it's more than just about sexual desire. It is. That's one reason why after my kid's mother took off and she did her thing and she left, that I never went back to anybody, because I wasn't interested in just fucking or just sex. An emotional connection was what I wanted. And then when I started to find out that I had those emotional difficulties, those emotional issues, and I started really digging and finding out why, where, how did this happen? Why am I lacking this? All of these things started to fix themselves. Now, it wasn't magic, not by any means. It wasn't like, I opened up the MGTOW spiritual book and I didn't go to MGTOW church and find it. Sorry about that. Tim S., she wants you back for some of that t-shirt money. Well, none of that money has come in yet, and she doesn't know about the t-shirts. So, Red Pill Addict 36. She's so happy with her husband while talking to you, the father of her child. I will never put myself through that ever. You know, people say that when you, justification-wise, for men that continually get abused by women that they've had children with, that it's a one-way street. It's not a one-way street. She's had kids with you. You could be the worst fucking thing ever, and she is still going to feel a certain way about you. That doesn't happen with other people. She's getting something else from him, you see? But she will always feel a certain way about you, and you will always feel a certain way about her. And to deny that or to try to cover that up and say that it's not true, you're not doing yourself any favors. You have to look at reality when these things go down. There's very few people out there that can go through that experience and feel nothing for one another, especially in this day and age. Mountain MGTOW, nothing caused me more depression in my life than blue pill thinking. I agree. Fuck that shit. I don't have time to sit around all goddamn day and be like, fuck that. Fuck that. No thanks. Wandering Jedi, stoic philosophy will help with dealing with your rage too. I agree with you. But I think that you need to, just my opinion, I think that you need to get out there. If you're suffering the red pill rage, watch this shit. Watch all the MGTOW and red pill videos that you can watch. Except for the ones that tell you to buy all of our shit. We're going to teach you how to maintain frame, baby. Don't watch those. If you want to go back into the dating world after you have attained some degree of self-awareness, I can't say no to you. It's not my place, you know? But what I can say is that you're setting your ass up for a disaster. You're setting yourself up for a fail. A big one. You know, these females out here today, bro, they don't give a fuck about that stuff. They care about the pleasure of the moment, the temporary satisfaction, the fucking brain chemical adulation, and then moving on to the next fucking thing. It's what they've been taught. You see, they don't believe that they're wrong. And who am I to tell them that they're wrong? Fuck them. If they want to extinct themselves, more power to them. Craig Furness at Hammerhand. Is MGTOW Rabbit still around? No, Radar passed on last October. My buddy passed on last October. I didn't say anything about it because, you know, every time a man jumps up on here and he tries to share something that's tender to him, that's emotional to him, there's always 4 or 5 of our biggest fans that want to try to use that. But Radar was awesome. I had him for 3 or 4 years. He was great. That was the greatest goddamn rabbit. He'd come out of his cage and he'd kind of bunny walk over to me and he'd just kind of flop down and lay there. And I'd get up under his cheeks and I'd scratch his cheeks and I'd push his fucking them little puffers up and that motherfucker would let me rub his teeth. I'd rub his teeth and rub his gums and he'd just be like, oh God, I know, I love humans. You know, he was fantastic, man. I have videos of that rabbit where he starts to go to sleep a little bit. He's like, he rolled just over on his fucking back with his fucking feet in the air. And the first time I saw him do that, I thought he died. And I was like, oh, fuck, he just died, like right in front of my fucking face. It's a great rabbit. He was a great rabbit. And I gave him a traditional Viking burial. So I don't think I'm going to get any more pets. I've gone through 40 years of watching my little furry friends live, breathe, and die. And I think that that's it. I'm not saying I'm advanced in age, but I'm getting old enough to where it concerns me that if I had a very long-lived pet that I would outlive them, you know, and I wouldn't want to do that to them. But I woke up one morning and he was particularly quiet, and I was like, uh-oh. And I looked over and I saw him laying, you know, he was stretched out in his cage. And I got up and I walked over there and I knew that he was dead. And I knew he was dead. He wasn't cold. He had just died when I got up. So yeah, I called in that day, and I went and got some mulch, and I dug him a half hole. It's called a half hole. Just scoop out a little bit of earth. Now, around here where I live, there's all types of wild animal, wild dog, coyotes, wolves. And I went and got some mulch, 2 bags of mulch, and I put him in the half hole, and I covered him with the mulch. And I went back the next day, and it had been cleaned out. I don't believe in burying things in the earth. I believe in those things serving some type of purpose. You know, that's what I believe in. Like for us, for me personally, I wouldn't want this corpse, this body, when my spirit is gone, I wouldn't want this body to be buried in the earth. I wouldn't want that. What I really truly desire is a funeral pyre, you know, a Viking's funeral. That's what I truly desire. But I don't know anybody in my life that I can trust enough to actually execute that plan. So I don't know how that's going to go down, you know, and I will more than likely outlive everyone around me, more than likely. I've always known that when I die, it'll be alone. And that's just the way that is. No, I'm not Captain Kirk, but long before William Shatner spoke that line in the movie, I always knew that I'd die alone. And I don't consider that to be a tragedy. You know, it's just one of those things. I've never pictured myself passing on before everybody around me. And slowly but surely it's coming true. MGTOW Life. Quiet Earp was talking today about how a married woman was flirting with him. Hypergamy never sleeps. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. What a fucking shame. You know, I instantly think about the guy that she's married to that's sitting around, and he's thinking like some fucking sucker, like some dope. You know, yeah, that's my beautiful lady. She's out doing her thing today, and when I see her tonight, oh man, you know. Fuck that. Victor Creed, I like guns and fishing and skateboarding, even though I'm too old now. Man, I tried the skateboarding thing like decades ago, and twice, and it didn't work out twice, so I never did it again. MGTOW Live. I love my freedom. It's the only thing that matters, to live free, live in peace with no one. I don't know about no one. I mean, I don't mind company. I'm actually kind of a sociable person, but I don't need it. You know, I can live without it. I can live very nicely without it. But if the opportunity presents itself, you know, to go out to a karaoke night or something, they can sing. I'm not doing that. You know, we can go play darts or something. You know, play cricket on the dartboard. I love that game. Jim Nichols, awkward and funny too. Gonorrhea, cha-cha-cha. Gonorrhea, cha-cha-cha. Syphilis, nah. No. SCE dropped Ferocious MGTOW's channel link in the description, gents. Go check them out. MGTOW Life, well said at Mountain MGTOW. Da Freak, hey, yo, Freak on. What's up, Freak? How you doing, sir? How you doing? 240. You insane human beings in a box. Oh, man. An hour and 30 minutes. It's not possible. It's just not possible. It feels like 13 minutes. I swear to God. It really does. It's not right. 170. Hey, it's Fonzies, baby. Woo. Victor Creed, I love hunting, but I can't do as much as I would like to do. I haven't done any in for fucking ever. And I really want to go deer hunting. I really want to go deer hunting. LC, I'm 36 and popped some ollies a few weeks ago. Victor, bam. Michael McKinney, some thought was trying to hit on me at the bus stop. No. At a bus stop? How tacky. 314 J-Rock. Hello, everyone. What's up, J-Rock? How you doing, sir? Harry Holbrook. Shit hits the fan. Women finding the blue pill sucker. Wisdom defeats the women. Better fucking believe it. But I'm going to tell you what. It will be like the Bible says. 7 women to every man. It will be that. It will be that. I'm not wishing for it. I'm not. Because fuck. Poor guy. You know. MGTOW life, men have the right to say no every day. Every fucking day. Oh, man. I got to tell you about something. I told you over here next door. I told you, I think last week, this chick pulls this U-Haul, like this double axle U-Haul over here. She pulls the pin on her trailer hitch and she drives away from the fucker. She never put the landing gear down, yada, 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 right? Kind of like my shit test failing. Told you about that. Her mother, while I'm out here speaking to my son's mother, her mother walks out, stands on the fucking step. Now, it's about that far down, right? I'd say about 10 inches maybe, to step down twice, 10 inches. This bitch can't step down 10 inches. She's so decrepit, she can't step down 10 fucking inches, right? So she's standing there looking at us while we're out there talking. And she stood there for 5, maybe 7 minutes. And she eventually manages to get our attention, right? She's like, can one of y'all help me down? I looked at the ex and I'm like, that's on you if you want to do it. I'm not touching her. So she goes over there and helps this fucking bitch step down like 10 inches. And then she bums a cigarette off of her. And I'm like, oh man, this is what this is? No, fuck that. She gets done with her fucking smoke after injecting herself into our conversation. She turns around, hobbles back over there, and stands there and just kind of looks at us. And I'm looking at my ex and I'm like, she wants you to come help her up that fucking step. I'm not touching her. I'm not doing it. So no, I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't believe it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Angel of Destruction, your ex knows about your channel? Has she ever mentioned it? No, she's never mentioned it. Red Pill Addict 36, but Hammer, she's happy with her husband. LMAO. I don't know. Don't care. Not my problem. LC used to kickflip stairs back in 04. If I tried to kickflip anything, I'd break both my fucking legs. No. Michael McKinney, the females are trying to get attention. Have you seen how hard the articles are pushing now? The fake ass pandemic, the fake ass endemic. Have you seen how hard the articles are pushing and all the little pieces that they're putting out on feminism now? Why can't we just hate men? Why can't we just kill them all? These are real things, man. These are real fucking things. Real things that are coming up. These are real articles that have been released here recently. It's unbelievable to me. Fucking Canada, was it Canada again or England that is passing some type of legislation that says that if you refer to a woman in a negative tone, it is now a punishable crime, a fucking felony? And they're really trying to float this shit. I'm just like, oh, no. I'm going to tell you who's going to get real busy in the MGTOW Red Pill world. RPM is going to get real fucking busy because there's going to be hockey mask episodes dropping like fucking flies. I guarantee it. Cheers, one more again. Victor Creed, this little gathering scares them. It ain't little. You got one fucking guy here, right? One guy. You got 200, 2.5, right? Sitting on this, just watching, listening. Maybe a couple of them are females because they're slightly curious about what kind of Neanderthal knuckle dragger comes to these, right? So, and they'll cherry pick all the worst shit that anybody can say in the chat. See, look. They'll do all of that. But I'm not the only one doing this, right? And you know that. You know that. You're here. And you're on other people's streams too. All of those fucking streams out there. There are hundreds, I would say a very healthy 1,000 very popular streamers out there, at least all over the world. And they have hundreds, if not tens of thousands of people watching their streams daily and weekly and monthly and yearly. This is not small. Not small. When somebody says, MGTOW's collapsing, it's going away, I laugh. I laugh at that shit. Are you kidding me? Seriously? No, it's not going anywhere. Zool, expect thought behavior to get worse in the foreseeable future. Just keep disregarding it. You have to fucking disregard it. You have to disregard it. Do you know how to disregard it? Turn your biology off. You talk to yourself and you tell yourself straight. Is that attractive to me? Sure. Do I want all the shit that's going to come with that? No. Da Freak, hey girls. Any mother father saying they're voting for Joe Idiot is just trying to get in your pants, nothing else. Yeah. That was kind of the thing in the last election cycle too. That was really stupid. MGTOW Live, BitChute won't let me make an account in Australia. Get a VPN. If you get a VPN, they can't stop you. That's how all of the New Zealanders are doing it. And all the Irish. MGTOW, Elder, Monk, and Pathfinder. I live on the bleeding edge of red pill philosophy. Be a monk. Thank you. Yes, be a monk. I have discarded the idea and the notion that I need somebody else to be a complete person. I don't. And you don't. But you've got to get it in your head. You have to internalize that message. And you have to care about yourself enough to understand that you don't need another human being to be complete. You're already complete. And if you feel empty, if you feel like you're missing out on stuff, figure out why. You know? And I know somebody's going to say, well, it's because I'm not fucking someone right now. Okay. Do you have $25? If that's really what you want, then go get it. If you're romanticizing the idea of being emotionally involved and having this loving, caring, reciprocal relationship, they don't exist. Gents, I'm sorry to tell you this, they don't exist. There's no such thing. If she's with you because of what you can do for her or what she can siphon from you. That's it. That's it. Can it make her feel good? Sure, it can make her feel good. It would make anybody feel good to be kept, to be taken care of, right? Make anybody feel good. All of this nonsensical shit that comes out of their mouths, I don't need your money. I got my own fucking money. blah, 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 blah. You're blardy, blar, blar, yee, yee. All of that is nonsense. It's bullshit. Look, you don't need a man, right? Don't want no man. Don't need no man's money. How many thousands of people show up to harass red pillars and MGTOW and Monk every single day? How many articles get printed and demonize MGTOW and Monk and red pillars every single day? When they're telling you, we're going our own way. See you later. You don't have to contend with us anymore. Why are they still here? That's why they're still here. That's why they're still here. Come on, man. Wandering Jedi, repeal the 19th. Goddamn right. Ooh, boy. Give that bitch a hook in the face. Dale City. I was going to get a gas pump bitch's number the other day, but then I remembered females in 2020 from the MGTOW philosophy. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, man. Don't do it. Chris Edwards, walking off the plantation was the best thing that I ever did. It's the best, healthiest thing that any man's ever going to do. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. Yes. Unless, of course, you've already been pushed to the edge of fucking a murder-suicide, then it might not be that difficult. But I think under most circumstances, it's going to be very difficult because it forces you to confront what's going on in your own life. You know, I used to use this phrase, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'll say it. Don't be a bystander in your own life. Don't be a bystander in your own life. It is possible to sit here and watch your whole life pass you by. You know, it's very possible. Don't do that. If you're not getting what you really want, let's say I really, really, really want a female, right? Let's say that that's your thing. I really, really, really want to be teamed up with somebody, paired up with a bitch. Okay, you give it a good shot. You give it the old college try. It doesn't work out, right? And it's not once or twice or 10 fucking times. It's everyone that you approach and you're getting the same shit over and over and over again. From all kinds of women, all walks of life, but the same end result. Now, is it you? Is it them? Is it a combination of both? Who knows? More than likely, it's the cultural problems that have been created for men and women. Put that shit to the side, put it away, get rid of it. It's gone. What do you really like out here in life besides females? Anybody? Anybody? If you have an expensive habit, save up for it. Indulge your expensive habit. Right? You like to build models like me? You like to take photographs like me? You like to get on the internet and surf like me? Whatever it is, you don't have to be nothing like me. You know? What is it that floats your boat besides a female? Do that. Develop a love for something. Develop a like, an interest, a hobby. Go work with your fucking hands. You know? All of these things can be done. If none of that appeals to you, save up your fucking money. $500. Go take a flight somewhere. Go to a badass amusement park if they ever open back up. You can do all of these things. All of these things. You don't need anyone's permission. Just go do it. And that's it. That's it. MGTOW Life just dropped MGTOW Live's channel link in the chat, gents. Marcos Hernandez, looking forward to these chill sessions, really enjoying the fellowship. Thank you for being here, Marcos. We appreciate you very much, sir. And yeah, this is kind of what it is, man, right? There's not much time for men to get together in real life. Even when we don't have this fake-ass pandemic or endemic, and it's not either of those things, by the way. It's still difficult for men to find the time or the want to kind of come together a little bit, go out and fucking bowl or play darts. That part of manhood has been decimated, and not by accident. That is intentional, 100% intentional. You know what I'm saying? I fell victim to that. I don't say I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I used to have this core group of folks for quite some time. We would go out and play darts, or we would fucking bowl, or we'd just go hit a fucking bar. We didn't do anything rowdy, just listen to music, whatever. People watch. And that went by the wayside. It takes work to stay involved in a social circle. It does. And it takes a lot of work for fucking men. DeFreak at Hammerhand, Donald Trump is the only one of these political elite that can actually fulfill a government contract. I would agree with that and disagree with that at the same time. It depends on what he's going after, on what he's trying to do. Just secured his fourth peace deal between Israel and the Sudan in Africa. Normalization of relations. This next 4 years is gonna be fucking bananas. No matter who wins, it's gonna be bunkhouse. So you guys better just watch your asses, watch yourselves. MGTOW, quiet Earth, driving fast, trying to beat the storm. Don't drive too fast, brother. We don't want to hear about you getting scraped off the road. Victor Creed, I found that winning little battles, just piling up small wins helps tremendously. It does. It helps with your confidence. It helps with your ability to move forward, and it gives you a new set of tolerances. Every time you win, you get new tolerances. Every time you suffer, you get new tolerances. You know, hopefully, you know, they don't get pushed to the extreme, but it is what it is. Da Freak, shave it off. No, I refuse. Successful endeavors, please subscribe to the MGTOW Elder Monk. His channel link is in the description. Thank you, SCE. MGTOW Quiet Earth, hello, brothers. Hope all is well. All is wonderful, my man. All is wonderful. Let me get this fucking screen back up over here. Zool, radiating red pill dust from the skin pores. Boy, man, you ain't kidding. Whew, you ain't kidding. Eric Tate, wake up, real men, because these feminist thinking modern day women are getting worse out there. I'm not going to take too much issue with that. All men are real men. All men. There's no such thing as a fake man. All men are real men. Some men are much more aware than others. And we don't want to bust their asses and bust their chops by calling them fake or trying to minimize them. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. You guys, you do what you want, but that's my opinion. I don't go around telling anybody that they're not a real man because they don't do X, Y, or Z. And I know that that's not what you were implying, so I'm not putting words in your mouth. But I'm just saying, we got to kind of get away from that shit. That is newspeak. That is Marxism coming out of the mouths of people. And most of the time, they don't even realize what it is. There's no such thing as a real man or a fake man or a fake woman. There's no such thing. You have real men, you have real women, and we have varying degrees of awareness or willingness or intellect. And I think all of those things need to be improved tremendously. Gentlemen, it's getting on a little bit. We are at 1 hour and 47 minutes. I'm going to go to the bottom of the chat. Forgive me if I've missed your messages. Don't think that I'm trying to, bust your ass or ignore you or anything like that. But, yeah, I just want to get to the bottom of this real quick and take off. I told my son I'd be there about 10:30, so I'm going to read one more line here, and then we're going to out. Benjamin Button Hammer in California, it stinks of corruption. Even if Trump gets elected, they are still pushing these electric cars on everybody. I somehow think that is not going to work out very well for them. Not at all. Especially if Trump sticks to the idea of not bailing out these piece of shit blue states and these scumbag governors that are running their people and their population into the ground. Don't bail them out. Disney fails, the movie industry fails, fuck them. They had their fucking chance. I've got 40 goddamn years of DVDs and music and fucking races. I got shit to do for the rest of my life. I don't need any of these people, and I don't need to bail their fucking crap out either. When they make dumb fucking decisions and they attack their fans, fuck them. As far as Gavin Newsom is concerned, wouldn't surprise me one bit if he ended up face down in a ditch somewhere. Not that I would wish it on him. Tom P. Not too many things that you can go and do because of this plandemic, scamdemic in public. That's not true. It depends on where you're at. This fucking place around here, it's open. It's open for business. There is nothing that we can't do around here. Nothing. Is the park? Yeah, well, the theme park was closed anyways. So yeah, MGTOW Life. I wish they didn't do that at Benjamin Button. I don't want an electric car. I don't want an electric car either. You know all of these fucking fools that sit around talking, it's better for the environment, you fascist, bigot. Right? They do all of this fucking dumb shit, and then they don't take into account where the fucking nickel comes from, where the cadmium comes from, where the lithium comes from. You have to tear whole fucking mountains off of the earth to get this shit, right? And then what do you do with the batteries? When the batteries are used up, they go in a landfill. These people are idiots. They're stupid. They're the stupidest fucking things walking. And unfortunately, they have vast amounts of power. Christopher Brett Sherman, just know who the libtards are in your neck of the woods, and hit them before they hit you. Well, there ain't none of them around here. We got a couple of folks floating Biden signs, but they're actually really kind of red people. So it's weird, strange shit. And I think the people that you see around here that actually float the Biden signs are so turned off by Trump's demeanor that they can't see the accomplishment, that they can't see what he's doing, because they hate the fact that he's not acting the way that they want him to act. So that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Victor Creed, I always attack him early at chess and then make him formulate a plan. That's about all I can do. Then I get to the beat. Chess is hard, man. Yeah, it is. JJ Diesel, Cowboy Monk, keep your beard because us men are not supposed to shave off our beards according to the Bible. I don't do anything in life according to Scripture. Nothing. I'll follow the 10 Commandments, but as far as just being a decent, honorable human being. But yeah, I actually kind of like that. Been thinking about going to get it styled, man. And there's like only female stylists. So I'm kind of conflicted. I got to find me a beard shop where men can get in there and fucking give me that fucking gash and that slash cut. Get it going on. Benjamin Button, all gas cars illegal by 2035. On the 21 agenda, Biden is their puppet. You're goddamn right he's their puppet. Dan Davidson, modern women today are Karens. Did you hear about the Karen law? Your fucking forests are burning to the ground. Nobody's clearing out. Nobody's back burning. You found a fucking species of snail over there, so you can't burn out that fucking land. Oh no, can't do that. Oh my God, it's fucking crazy. I think I just bumped out there. There's actually a Karen law passed. It's an acronym, right? I don't remember the whole acronym, but it relates to not white people calling the police on white people. No, it's the reverse. It's the reverse. White people calling the police on not white people, right? As being racially motivated. How the fuck can you tell if it's racially motivated or not? Do you think that you're not setting yourself up for a complete disaster with a law like this? I mean, you're giving free fucking reign for people to just completely take advantage of this kind of situation, and they will. It's going to be fucking insane. Gonna be insane. Duality, reality. I got no notifications. Well, son of a bitch, sir. I'm sorry to hear that. Glad to see you here, though. I'm about ready to bail out. I've got to go pick up my son. Brendan B., I don't even acknowledge females anymore unless they're a Trump supporter. I don't even acknowledge them if they're a Trump supporter. Fuck them. I don't acknowledge them under any circumstance now, just because I don't care. I just don't care anymore. It's fucking bizarre to me that one of the things that I cared the most about in life, the overall female form, the hourglass figure, that lightning that gets set off in your brain when you become aroused that way, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, physically, no matter what it is, right? That was one of the most important things going for me. And now it's like I look at this little hourglass bottle and this makes me feel more. I'm not even shitting. Cheers. Delicious shit. MWHPS. Biden and Kim from North Korea is a thug on national TV debating Trump. So if he wins, he'll be in a war. Biden fucked up. I don't know. I don't know about that. Prune Picker. Thank you, Hammerhand. Thank you, brother. Duality, reality. Better late than never. Victor Creed. NC will be cool for the next 15 years. Timothy Sokol, 6-week backup on rental trucks or moving companies out of California and fucking New York. Yes. Shay Necht just got back to civilization from the oil fields. It's always good to hear from you. Well, glad to have you back, sir. Glad you made it. Ty Warren, good night, MGTOW. Love you guys. Oh, man. Love to all of you gentlemen. Absolutely, every single day. McPherson G, later on. LC, last new movie I saw was The Joker. I think that was the last movie I saw. The last new movie, anyways. For sure. Victor Creed, NC is California in the 1980s. There will always be some place that is fucking fantastic and then not fantastic anymore. Big Towel Life. Newsom is a weasel. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He is a product of fucking nepotism and cronyism, and they will not say that. Ever. Ever. Victor Creed. I like nuclear power. So do I. Wish I had it in a gun. In the sticks plus in negative degree temperature, I'd rather have a gas vehicle. Goddamn right. That's going to be interesting. James Von Maxwell, Hammerclaws in the building. What's up, James? I'm about ready to check out, brother, man. I hope you've been here for a minute because I ain't seen you. Jim Nichols, Michael McKinney, C. Albion Swords for real swords, also arms and armor. Ogre MGTOW electric cars. Where are you going to get the electricity from? Oil. Hydroelectric power. These fucking people are goddamn stupid. They're stupid. And what's even worse is that these stupid fucks were elected by a population of stupid fucks. That's why nobody gets it. It's fucking weird. It's weird. I fucking hate life. Christopher Brett Sherman. Bulldoze Hollywood, Silicon Valley flat, and make room for libtard cemeteries. It wouldn't matter if you did. They would just scurry off to some other place and fuck it up too. Gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for the night. I got to go get my son. I'm going to jump out of here, and I want to appreciate all of you men right now. 226, 227 of y'all in the box. 191 A's. All right. 191. That's fantastic, guys. Remember, being boxed up like this, being in this pandemic, endemic, which is not either, being under lock and key like you are susceptible to increased issues with drugs, with alcohol, with domestic abuse, all of that bullshit. And I don't mean you beating them. I mean them beating you. That's what I mean. Everybody knows that women are as fast or faster to strike a man than a man would be to strike them. So keep yourselves clean. If you ain't feeling life right this second, guys, just go to sleep. Make it to your pillow and go to sleep and wake up in the morning and give yourselves an opportunity to live a little bit, to live one more again. You know, always do that. In just my opinion, I've had some really crummy fucking days over the last few years. And it's enough to challenge anybody and make them want to feel like they want to check out, self-delete, commit suicide. You know, we don't want to do that. You're better off in the world, and we're better off with you in the world. You got to find ways to make life work. Once you make it work, once you get to that point in life, then that life becomes worth living. And I think any man on this stream right now will tell you that. Any man will tell you that. Once you figure out those flaws, once you figure out how to use what you've got, your God-given abilities and talents, everybody has them. No matter how mundane you may feel that they are, everybody's got them. So, peace out, guys. It's been my pleasure. If I can get around for one tomorrow night, I will get around for one tomorrow night. If not, I'll see you next week sometime, at least with the Hammerhand Classics, and possibly with the first installment of the new Colossus. It's going to be fun. You guys have a good one. Peace out.